Hey, Katie.
Hey, Tay.
How was your Christmas?
Oh, what's that line in hold on, Christmas Vacation? And it's when Aubrey and her mom are in the kitchen. She's shaving carrots and she's like pissed as shit because her brother and her have to share a bed because her grandparents are down. And um her mom's like walking around obviously looking for like a pack of cigarettes and she's like, I don't know what to tell you, Aubrey. It's the holidays and we're all in misery. And like the holidays are great, but they're a lot. And I think it's just mostly because like I have to bounce everywhere like multiple times in a day.
Yeah.
But they're tiring, especially when they're on a Monday. Like, because I didn't take off from work today. So,
yeah, my company gave us off today.
That's really nice.
Because Christmas Eve was on a Sunday, so they gave us the
they
day.
honored the day. That's really nice.
Yeah, which was really nice.
So I think that like throws me off. Like, just a lot of running around, which is fine. It is happiness. You're seeing family and friends, which is great.
But you need like a day to recover.
You need a day to recover. And today, no, I didn't have that.
Yeah. I mean, so I didn't do anything on Christmas Day, but Christmas Eve I hosted. So Saturday and then like all day Sunday, it was like preparing and cleaning and cooking and whatever. And then hosting is very exhausting. Like,
yes,
I feel like, and again, like I'm like a very much like, I don't want your help because like other people, like it just starts stressing me out.
Too many cooks in the kitchen is never a good thing.
You wanna know why? Because you're not being helpful if you're asking me what do you need me to do? Where do you want this? Where do you want this?
Yeah.
Where are the serving forks?
Let me just do it.
Like, literally, like my cousin, my aunt, my uncle, and my cousin's fiance walked in and I was saying hi, whatever, and I was grabbing the coats, and then like 3 people were asking me something, and I was like, I can only grab coats, put things away, and like do this all at once. Like, everybody, go back in the room, go back, get out of my way. I'll be
with you in 1 minute. Thank you. Take a number.
So like every time I was like, do you need me to do anything? I'm like, literally, actually, no. If you can just help me carry, like I had the trays of food in the dining room. Like, if you can just put them in the kitchen and leave them and then leave me alone, that would be great. And that's what they did. And that's so nice. Like within 20 minutes of everybody leaving, so my mom, my brother, and his wife stayed over, but within 20 minutes of everybody else leaving, dishwasher was running, food was all put away, kitchen was cleaned. But then yesterday I woke up and then I was like, well, I have to make breakfast for everybody. So I had to wake up early, get the coffee going, make breakfast. And then like, obviously, like, I mean, I'm not going to complain about opening gifts, but like, throw all the garbage away. And then Gil went to hang out with his parents because they went to church. And I was like, I'm just not going to go. And then my brother and his wife went to her. So it was just me and my mom laying on the couch, which was really nice.
So nice.
Yeah, so I'm not going to complain, but
no, can never complain.
Yeah, but then my brother and his wife came back. I don't know. I mean, like, not that I have to entertain them, but it's just like...
You still have people at your house.
You still have people. And then, this morning I had to drive them to pick up the rental car because they left for Florida. Mm-hmm. And my brother's car is like, needs like a new transmission. So that's parked outside. So I have to bring that to the,
oh my God,
to the mechanic tomorrow for him. So, just all
just some
things.
stuff, just some stuff going on.
Nothing crazy. But I was off. So I got to go to the spa today and I got a massage and a facial and a pedicure. And honestly...
That sounds so nice.
I really needed it. And like the massage was going fantastic. I know you guys really care about this. And then so my fibroids, they be popping. Because I've been on meds now for like 8 or 10 weeks. And I'm coming to like, I think I only have like 1 more day like left. So I'm getting my period like any day now, which is great. So I had cramps before I left. But like not terrible. Like I like laid down to take Advil. I put my heat pack on. It's like, okay. But when you're getting a massage, you're laying flat.
Yeah.
So like my fibroids are like getting like squished into like my gut. So at first it was great, and then it was starting to get a little bad, and then I flipped over onto my back. But also when I lay on my back, it kind of like stretches it out.
Yeah.
So like normally if I'm laying on my back, I'll like put like my like legs up so that I'm not like. But you can't do that during your massage. Nope. So. Like the last like 15 minutes, I was like squirming, and I felt bad because she was like, "You're so tense," and I didn't want to be like, "Yeah, like I'm literally dying of cramps." I don't know why. Like I just didn't want to. I don't know. I was
it's like certain things you're just like, well, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I was like, so whatever. But then when I got the facial, I was like able to like have like my like legs like tucked up, and like get comfortable. So like she's giving me this facial. I literally fell asleep.
That's amazing.
And my hair's so. I mean, my hair was like dirty anyway. But it was like an hour long, so it was a facial and then like a whole upper body and like scalp massage.
That's so nice.
So I literally passed out.
I'd be dead.
And then like she kind of like woke me up. She's like, okay, you're done. And like I've been in a haze ever since.
Yeah, it's like, hold on a
But
second,
it was a good thing. And she took like a sip of water, and it like must have went down like the wrong pipe. She started like I thought she was gonna die. She like leave the room for like 5 minutes to like cough, and she came back and she was like, "I am so sorry." I was like, "Girl, you're totally
as long
fine.
as you're alive."
Yeah, I was like, "Are you okay?" Because like I'm relaxing.
Yeah, you're not.
Yeah, I was like, I'm good. I'm on this like warm little bed. Like the music's playing. Like I'm sleeping. Like I was like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "I'm okay." She's like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." She kept apologizing, but she gave me 20% off another facial with her.
Shut up.
Yeah,
That's
so
amazing.
I'm gonna. I still have money on my gift card.
That's awesome.
So I'm gonna go back because it was like honestly the facial was so nice, and I needed it because my skin's like so broken out from all the hormones. But
I love a good facial.
Anywho, did you get anything good for Christmas?
I just really, I don't. I'm like everyone else in the world. I buy everything I need. I also don't own a home, so there's nothing they can ask for.
Yeah.
So I just asked for money. So that was nice, and then I did get like a nice running jacket for my in-laws. And that's kind of like really it. Like to me, like I feel like I didn't even give a shit about my gifts. Like I just wanted to see like Leah's gifts.
Yeah.
We have to like go back and pick up all the stuff from my in-laws' house for her because my brother and sister-in-law went like crazy for her. Like she's a ball pit, she's a bumper car. Like she got a lot of shit.
The bumper car is really cute.
So cool. She fucking loves it,
and I want it.
Same. I like totally checked the weight limit, and we don't fit. But
we'll see about that. I'm gonna like my feet.
Oh my god. Teresa's feet are just like in the camera, so you're watching the video. Sorry. Well, thank God she did get them done today.
I covered them because no feet pics for free. But if you like what you saw, DM me and we can work out a little like
a little something on
the side. Yeah.
But I just need a bigger house because I don't know where we're gonna put a ball pit.
I was gonna say. I mean, I'm not sure where you would put. You could bring it here.
I really could. I just like put it in the corner somewhere.
Literally, you could just put where the tree is, and like then like Leo would want to come over all the time and hang out with it. I mean, like she does already, but I don't have cool stuff here.
I know. We're gonna get rid of the coffee. I'm in an apartment, so like we're gonna get rid of the coffee table in the living room, to make like that like her little area. I only have legit 6 months left, so like, I don't care.
No,
but like she doesn't know, so it doesn't faze me.
Yeah,
we'll make it work. That's really about it.
Cute.
Yeah.
I got books.
That's really nice.
I got a gift card.
I got a gift card too.
For my in-laws. They were like, it was my mother-in-law. She was like, this is, it was for Amazon, but she's like, this is just for books. And I was like, okay.
Thank you.
I was like, all right, I can do that. And then my mom got me the Clips and Forge series by Devney Perry, nice. Which I wanted. And then my brother got me a book. It's like a women's literary fiction book. And he was like, are you going to read it? Because like 2 years ago, he bought me like 25 books. And I've actually read most of them.
Yeah.
I was like, I think there's like 5 or 6 that I haven't read yet. And not because like I don't want to, but like he bought me, it was like the Pulitzer Prize winning book like a few years ago, which apparently is like actually really, really good. I'm sorry, I have to like look up what it was. The Idiot by Elif Batuman. I'm sorry, I'm probably pronouncing that incorrect, but I believe it won like some prize. Maybe it's just like the book of the year. I don't fucking know. But anyway, I've heard really good things about it. But again, I have to be in the mood for it. Yeah. I was trying to explain it to him. I was like, if you give me a romance, I can read that with my eyes closed. But like, if it's something that I like have to think about, even some fantasy books, I have to be in the mood for it, or I don't enjoy them as much as I could.
Yeah,
it's not because the book's bad; it's because I have a bad attitude.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Anyway, but we're here today to talk about. We're going to do our year in review. So, our top books, our top audiobooks, our top series, or whatever, and then I figure we can do like a little we can go through all the books that we talked about on the pod this year, and just basically be like, do we recommend yes or no?
I kind of came up with my list already.
The podcast list? Oh, okay. Well, all right, Katie. I remember last year we were just like, okay, like this was our favorite episode. We did not like oh my God, City of Gods and Monsters. We did not like that book. All right, well, one of us was prepared last year, me, and Katie wasn't, and this year Katie's prepared and I'm not. So
she's prepared. Don't let her fool you.
You know,
what do you want to start with? Do you want to start with your favorite books, your favorite audiobooks? It's like audiobooks is a smaller subsection.
It's definitely a smaller list for me because I realized a lot of the audiobooks I listened to this year were like rereads of books. So like we did Crescent City, which I love Crescent City. I love the audiobooks, but I didn't put it on this list.
No, because like that wasn't like a new listen.
It wasn't.
I did the same thing.
Yeah. So it was mostly the first. Okay, it was the first time I've listened to something.
Yeah.
I put it on the list if I really liked it. Like Colty. I read Colty in 2020.
Okay.
2, but we did. I listened to it in 2023, and I loved the audio. So I was like, even though it was like a reread, it was my first
Time
audio
listening.
experience. So I added it to my favorite, one of my top audiobooks.
Smart.
Okay, so that's where we're at. Anyway,
I like it. Okay. I'm just gonna list them off.
Okay, you go first.
Foxglove, which is book 2 of, I think it's just the Belladonna series by Adeline Grace.
I believe so.
The 7-Year Slip. I cannot recommend this book enough. It was fucking amazing on audio.
It was real. I mean, it was really good, just like in general. But I've heard the audio is like
just so
amazing.
And like The Dead Romantics was good. That's another book written like by Ashley Poston. But like this, just like I can't even understand. You just have no idea. Like, it was so fucking amazing.
Yeah,
it was so vivid in my mind. True Love Experiment. Absolute fucking given.
Yes, honestly, I should have added that because I read it, loved it, listened to the audio immediately after reading it, loved the audio experience as well.
Love Theoretically, Happy Place. All of Emily Henry's books on audio are phenomenal.
Yes, so I believe they're all done by Julie Whalen,
who honestly, I bow down to Julie Whalen.
She is
or Julia Whalen.
One of those,
something like that.
Don't ask us. She's just a phenomenal narrator.
Yeah, she does a really good job as a female narrator. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue.
Ooh, yeah, no, I don't know why I didn't put that, but I'm going to add it to mine as well.
Coach.
Okay.
By Devney Perry.
That's actually one of my favorite books of the year.
It was really good.
Yeah.
All Roads Lead to Here.
All Roads Lead Here.
Yeah, All Roads Lead Here. And then these are 2 like wild cards, not on Book Talk books, but The Ink Black Heart and The Running Grave by Robert Galbraith, which is J.K. Rowling's pen name.
Katie's never talked about those on
the podcast
these on the
podcast before, but they're fucking amazing. Like, I'm still hungover and still have listened multiple times to the last chapter or the last 5 minutes of the last book. So, just saying.
Okay. So my top audiobooks this year, not to take Katie's idea, but Addie LaRue, actually, I'm surprised that I didn't think. Sometimes it's hard for me to remember what I listen to on audio.
I know.
But yes, no, honestly, like a very good experience. The narrator for that was, like, she did such a phenomenal job. Colty, which I already said, which I read Colty and I loved it, but then I listened to the audiobook and I think that it's the same narrator for All Roads.
Yes.
I just love that narrator. I think she does a really, really good job. King of Wrath by Anna Wong. And I don't know if I actually like the book, but the audio, because it was a duet and just like the chemistry between the 2 narrators, I really, 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 really liked it. Haunting Adeline, same thing. I feel like if I was reading Haunting Adeline, and this is Haunting and Hunting, I don't know if I would have loved it had I been reading it. But the audiobook, I give them both like 5 stars. Butcher and Blackbird on audio.
You did say it was amazing.
Really, really good. And then I haven't listened to them previously. I've read the Addicted series previously, but I started the audiobooks, I don't know, months ago, and they're all done really well. So I have those on my audio playlist as well.
I like it. I like your little playlist.
Thanks.
Obviously our platforms include Audible. I feel like that's my go-to. You just have way more selections.
I was going to say, I normally will, if I know that I want to listen to something, I'll check Everand first. If it's not there, then I'll just go directly to Audible. I normally just do check because I'm like, if I don't have to use a credit.
100%. Those credits save you. I mean, sometimes like returning them is like a lovely thing too if you don't like an audiobook.
Yeah.
Very rarely do I ever return to Libby. Some of the, like, Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez, that's on like a 32-week back order. Like, I'm not waiting 32 weeks.
No, and Life's Too Short. So I have the Friend Zone series as like one of my favorite series for the year. But Life's Too Short, well, I was going to put it as one of my favorite books, but then I was like, but I liked all 3 of them. Okay. So I just put the whole series, but Life's Too Short was my favorite.
Is it? I have to, you didn't get them for me.
I didn't buy them for you. I recommended.
So yeah, we tend to check Everand first. And then there is a limit though to how many books you can listen to.
Yeah, one time I really hit that limit hard.
Yeah.
I don't know like what my deal has been this year, but I've just been really into listening to books I've already read.
Because it's like a movie.
It's like a comfort.
It's a comfort movie. So, but it's in your ear. So you don't have to like worry about anything. You already know what's happening. You don't really have to like fully pay attention to it to enjoy it.
Right.
I'm with you. And like it's never like a fantasy book for the most part. It's it's a romance.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's 100% like a comfort movie, which is rare.
Yeah.
So yeah. Do you want to do? I didn't do series because like in true Katie fashion, Katie doesn't finish series.
Okay. So I'll do. Well, I have 2 on mine that would definitely be on yours.
Actually, I do have one. I can think of two offhand.
I could think of two offhand for you as well.
I'm wondering if we're talking the same things.
Well, I think that the War of Lost Hearts trilogy,
Yes.
which Katie just finally finished, the last book, Mother of Death and Dawn. This is Daughter of No World. It's called the War of Lost Hearts series by Carissa Broadbent. That was my favorite series
such a great
of
series.
the year. I read. So we did Daughter of No World for the podcast in February, February.
One of those months.
Early in the year. And then I finished the series, I think, like in March, around that time. Katie just took her time because that's what Katie does.
100%.
And I had to bully her to finally finish. And she did this week.
I did.
And then one of my other favorite series for the year, which I think would also be on your list, is One Dark Window, which is the dark.
Oh, okay. I have another one.
The Dark Shepherd duology.
That was amazing.
Yes, those two books. Again, like it was hard because I was like, those are two probably of my top books of the year. Or One Dark Window I loved like infinitely, and I was gonna put it on that list, but I was like, no, I like both of these books. I'll put it under my like series favorites.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
The Windy City series.
Oh yeah, because you read them all this year.
I actually quickly looked. I was like, why don't I see Caught Up or like all these? I was like, did I read them last year? I was like, no, I read them in like
you read them all this year.
So I was like, okay, I guess I could put that on my list as well.
Yeah. I read Mile. I have The Right Move on one of my favorite books. I also have Crowns of Nyaxia because I read those all this year.
Yeah.
The Simple Wild series by K.A. Tucker.
Oh yeah, you did finish that.
I finished that this year. And then the Friend Zone series, which is 3 books by Abby Jimenez, which is The Friend Zone, Happily Ever After Playlist, and then Life's Too Short. But Life's Too Short was my favorite of the series. But out of the 5 Abby Jimenez books, they're all like 4 to 5 stars, and you can't go wrong with any of them.
Well, there you have it, folks.
So those are my series.
Okay. I like it. I have a lot of books that I would recommend this year.
Same. So I was doing this honestly when I was getting my pedicure, and I was still kind of out of it. So I feel like I'm missing a lot. We're gonna do a more comprehensive.
I was actually thinking we should put up like posts, like Teresa's favorite books of the year.
Do you not remember how I sent you the template that I wanted to post?
Oh yeah, fuck, that's right, you did.
On New Year's Day or like New Year's Eve. Wait for it.
Okay.
Because I'm like, there's still 5 days left of the year.
There are.
You can read your favorite book this week. Last year, I finished the with Magnolia Parks, and that made one of my favorite books of the year list.
I don't think I might have one book to add. Like I'm finishing an audiobook today. It's not going to make the list, but I do think Ruthless Vows might be up there.
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we're going to read Ruthless Vows this week, so
stay tuned.
Okay. Anyway, go on.
So I did put the Shepherd King series on like books that I would recommend.
Okay.
I'm just going to go through my list first. Draco Malfoy and the Mortifying Ordeal of Falling in Love.
Okay.
People, if you are a Hermione fanfic fucking fan, and you know what? And let me rephrase this. If you are a fan of Light and Happiness of the Hermione fanfic, because I feel like most of the Hermione fanfics are like dark and heavy. This is not. I like light and airy. I've learned this about myself.
Same. If you guys can pick up on that from the last episode.
Like if I could literally print this out and make this a book for myself to put on my shelf, I would. I know. We wanted bookbind, and we keep saying this. This would be something that I would like to do.
Okay.
Savor It by Tara DeWitt.
Yes, I have that too, but I want to preface this by saying, guys, it does not come out till May.
It's so fucking good,
but
though.
If it's not on your TBRs, add it.
Please do. So Debbie Perry did put out 3 of the Eden books this year. It was Jasper Vale, Crimson River, and Sable Peak. If you are an audiobook lover, I don't recommend Jasper Vale. I started and I had to stop because I actually was not enjoying myself.
Yeah.
But in true Debbie Perry fashion, these were fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, Jasper Vale I have as one of my top books.
It's so good.
Yeah.
House of Beating Wings, because I actually cannot believe that we read that this year.
We read No.
Did we?
House of Beating Wings we read.
Did I look at my dates wrong?
I think we read it in 2022, but we read House of Pounding Hearts in January.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Either way.
I mean, honestly...
Neither of us finished that series.
None of it... Well, that doesn't shock me.
House of Striking Oaths is the last book, and okay, it shocks me.
It shocks me for you.
I had to read it.
I would like to read it, too.
I'll read it after Crescent City. I'm trying to go on, like, a very, like... Besides, like, Destroy the Day, Ruthless... I'm trying to not read a lot of fantasy this month.
Same. Like, I'm really gonna do Ruthless Vows.
Yeah.
Destroy the Day, whatever the book is called, because I can never get the D's right.
Destroy the Day.
And then Crescent City, and I'm going on an Eden's reread kick just for happiness.
That's why I'm happy I got Clifton Forge, because I'm like, I'm just gonna
go steer down that road.
Yeah.
Daughter of No World. So the whole series at this point, I actually can say I finished that.
Yes, I know. I'm so proud of you.
So Elsie Silver did also put out 3 books this year.
Yes, she did.
Powerless, Reckless, and Hopeless.
Yes, Reckless is on one of my top books of the year.
So fucking good.
Theo Silva barking. Just go on.
All Roads Lead Here. I just loved that book so much.
Okay.
That was my first Mariana Zapata book.
I just read a Mariana Zapata book last week. And honestly, I probably should add it because I really, really liked it. But I feel like with the holidays, I didn't get to marinate with it enough. But wait for it.
Okay.
So good at it.
TBR.
It was, I honestly, like, it's in my top 3 Mariana Zapata books.
That's a big deal.
Like, I think Culty's my favorite. But wait for it is so good. Okay, in Wall of Winnipeg, her friend that's like in like the abusive relationship.
Yes.
It's about her friend.
Oh my God, really?
And she moves and she becomes like the legal guardian to her 2 nephews because her brother like unfortunately dies, and then like it's actually like it's really sad, and her neighbor is like this like he's like the baseball player, not baseball, like baseball. I honestly is so good.
Okay.
And it's
on my list.
Typical Mariana Zapata fashion, slow burn, but so good.
And all of her audiobooks are so well done also. Like you really if you just need like a good book to pick up, you don't know which way to go, you're in need of something, I just feel like everything we've read by her is just incredible.
Yeah, and if you don't mind, I think I need it. Okay, so that's the thing too. I mean, if you guys listened to the episode last week, I won't go into it, how much I disliked that's the Legacy of God series, but I was complaining because I was like, there's really like not a lot of tension, and the smut starts like right away, so I needed a slow burn. So I was like, I'm gonna pick up Mariana Zapata, and like the build up, and there's always like friendship. It's like they're always enemies, and then they build towards a friendship, and then they realize that they're developing feelings for each other, but like they're like, oh, but like I don't want to ruin like what we already have, and then like there's this like moment, and then it's so good. And even if it takes like 80% to get to that moment, the moment is worth it.
But it's so worth it. It's worth it. It's really worth it. Like to fight through all that. Oh, it's so good. The Mile High series. Yeah. So I guess I kind of put myself in the series situation. Coached by Devney Perry. Definitely makes that list. Happy Place. Yes. Well, I mean, okay. Listen. It was so good. It was so good. I'm sorry. I know people didn't like it, but I loved it. I love a second chance romance. I love like a Little Friends Lover. I loved it told and like alternating time. It had everything that I love. Same. I was like so here for it. Fourth Wing, and I did even put Iron Flame in there. Okay. I just feel like you can't. I put Fourth Wing. I didn't put Iron Flame, but I liked Iron Flame. I liked Iron Flame too. Yeah. I think I was thinking more of like what I would recommend. I would definitely recommend reading that. True Love Experiment, as we've said before, and we will never stop saying it. Connor and Fizzy for life. Connor Prince the Third. Oh, say less. I'm smiling. Yeah. How do you not? No, honestly. I love them. Love Theoretically. Yes, I have that. Part of Your World series. The Abby. Oh yes. So yours truly. I said I had on here because I read Part of Your World in 2022. Rootbound. I actually finally finished the last book of Tara DeWitt's that I had not read. Yeah. And I'm mad at myself because it is a Western romance. Like, it was just so fucking good. I absolutely loved it. Divine Rivals. Obviously. Bad Luck Charm by Julie Johnson. Okay. You with a View. I have on mine. Theo. Foxglove. I haven't read that one yet. I do own it though now. It's so good. Out on a Limb. Out on a Limb. Yeah. Oh my God, I didn't put that on. So fucking good. But I should have. It was such a great story. An amazing story. Like so touching and heartwarming. The 7-Year Slip, because Butcher and Blackbird. I think though it might not be like the super tippy top of it might be like no, but I would never not recommend it. Same, it was so good. And so my mom, I mentioned this a few times, that my mom listens to audiobooks, so she's like dials in. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about. She has my Audible account, and she like is always like, what should I listen to next? So she's gone through like all of the big like fantasy books. And she like is fine. I think she's like finally almost like caught up on like all the fantasy books I have, except for, and I'll get to that in a minute. But she was like, what should I listen to? And I was like, honestly, try this. Yeah. Obsessed. She was like, this is amazing. She literally all day yesterday, she was like,
she's like, wait, what's the she looked up Joe Arden.
Okay.
She's like, there's no pictures of him. I'm like, no, there's not. And I was like, honestly,
I'm kind of glad.
it's good because I don't want to know
face
what he looks
yeah.
like. She's like, his voice. She was like, I was melting. She was like, you don't understand. Like, she was like, I was like, all right, big T.
Yeah, like, calm down there, Tiger.
So she finished, and she was like, what do I listen to next? And I was like, do you want something light or something like dark? And she was like, I think I want something dark. So I told her to listen to Haunting Adeline. So I will report back on her thoughts on that.
Please report back.
But this is my question, because she gets like so annoyed. So she's excited for the next Crescent City, but she's like, I almost forget what happened. She's like, she knows how it ends.
Yeah.
But she's like, I almost forget like what happened like in book 2. She's like, I might like listen, like start it like halfway through, just like getting like, you know, refresh my memory before the third one. She was like, but she was like, all of these, she's like, none of them are completed series besides like ACOTAR, which whatever, and like Throne of Glass. She's like, everything else is like ongoing. And she's like, and then I always forget, like, she's like, you know,
it's a lot to remember.
It's right. And she's not like tracking on Goodreads, like, oh yeah, like this book goes to the series. Like I just made her listen to A Light in the Flesh in the Fire, whatever the fucking name of the book is. And she's like, wait, like Niktos and Sarah, like she like has like, I have to like give her like refreshers on like what she's listening to. So she's gonna be driving to Florida soon, and the last Zodiac Academy comes out in April. I'm like, do I have her listen to? Because those will take her a while to work through.
Those will take her a good chunk of time to work through. That's actually not a bad idea.
I told her, I was like,
the Bordeaux's do a phenomenal
they do an amazing job
with their audiobooks.
So I told her, I was like, I'm going to have you start. I think you should at least try the first 2. And then if you like the characters, like, then you'll be like.
But you have to get through the first 2. Yeah. But yeah, and if you don't, then like we can come up with other recommendations.
Yeah, but I was like, I already have all 8.
So you might as well.
And there's only one left. I was like, and the 8 will take, I was like, they're like 36-hour long, some of them.
Yeah.
I was like, they will take you a while to work through.
Yes. It'll buy her some time.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, sorry, keep going.
You're fine. And then I only had one left, and it was just the Windy City series.
Okay.
So that's my favorite book series that I'd recommend.
Okay, my turn. So the last book that we did for 2022 was Magnolia Parks. But I read Daisy Hates The Great Undoing and Magnolia Parks The Long Way Home all last January. I love that series. I'm really excited for the 5th book to come out in February. So recommend that series, but you kind of have to be
in the mood for that series.
Open. I say you have to be very open to very toxic environments and like open to accepting very flawed characters.
Yes.
So if you're a fan of Gossip Girl and you like Chuck Bass and you like the toxicity of that whole situation, then I think you'll like Magnolia Parks. If you don't like that, then don't read it. The Boys of Tommen series, specifically Binding 13 and Keeping 13. I love Saving 6 and Taming 6. Saving 6 and Redeeming 6. Taming, the next one is Taming, whatever. Okay, anyway, sorry. Boys of Tommen series, though. Chloe Walsh, amazing. Read trigger warnings. There's a lot of drug use. I don't even want to say drug use, drug abuse, alcohol abuse. Children are being like brutally beaten by their parents. Like it is very dark, but the love story and like the healing journey is wonderful and beautiful. Heated Rivalry in the Long Game by Rebecca Reed. Like
you never shut up about those books.
I am obsessed with them. I wish that they were available not in mass market paperback because I own them, but like I'm not gonna read those.
No,
they're just I don't like the I don't like how small they are. Like the weird. Teeny. You can like on it. They just remind me of like going to like ShopRite and like buying like a romance novel, and like I just don't like. It's not my vibe. I don't know if she has plans of releasing them differently, but they're on Kindle, so I recommend. I tried listening to the audio. I've heard that the first book isn't great. The second book is a different narrator and it's good. I tried listening to the first book on audio and I only listened to like 3 chapters. I didn't like it. Do that as you will. I have The Right Move on here and caught up because duh. Jasper Vale, but any of the Edens, that was just my favorite Eden book. Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan, again, is an amazing book. It's about a couple and they're divorced, and it's like their journey back to each other. It's like so good. Happy Place, kind of the same thing. Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, duh. Reckless,
Duh.
again, the entire Just the Spring series, but mostly Reckless because I love Theo. Divine Rivals, of course. True Love Experiment. I can't not smile when I say
Cannot
it.
even.
Love Theoretically. Again, though, like any Allie Hazelwood book.
Any Allie Hazelwood book. Again, just one of those authors.
Did you recheck me?
Not yet. I'm
okay.
dying to.
Katie bought it for me, so
maybe we should do that for one of our episodes.
Okay.
Because it'll force us to actually pick
it up. Okay, perfect. Done. Yours truly, but again, like any Abby Jimenez book,
yes.
Yours truly is part of a different, but the Friend Zone series too. Part of Your World is also amazing. And she has a book coming out in the spring.
Yes.
Literally, Emily Henry, Abby Jimenez, and Tara Joy all have books coming out within like
cannot wait
3 months of each other. Or actually, it might be like a month of each other. It's going to be
a great spring.
Horrible for me. Well, yeah, great, but like
we're going to be back to back to back.
Yeah, You with a View, duh. Savor It, duh, which we said comes out in May. Coach by Devney Perry. I went into this thinking it was going to be so much different, and I was so pleasantly surprised. I loved it. Like,
it was so fucking
Ford,
good. Daddy.
It. Like,
yeah.
Okay. The Graham Effect. I could not recommend that book, you know? And then The Blonde Identity by Allie Carter.
You loved that book.
It
was a fun read.
That's the thing. Is it going to win any literary awards? No. Like, it was just so fun, and I think it would be such a fun, like, Netflix movie or, like, little, like, series. Like, it was just fun.
It was a good vibe.
Her sister is an assassin, and her, like, assassin partner, they're twins, the girls. She wakes up, she doesn't know who she is or where she is. She's like, maybe I'm an assassin. They all think that she's the sister. It's good. It's cute.
It is a really, it's quick. It's, like, under 300 pages.
Yeah. I read it, like, very, very quickly. So those are all of my, like, recs, I guess we could say. I'm just gonna. Do you want to
go through the episodes?
I'm just gonna go through the episodes. January. Okay, so we'll start in January. Duh, Magnolia Parks. Obviously, I'd recommend. It was on my list.
It was good, but again, I'm not someone who loves like a character-driven book. It takes me a long time to get into. I feel like Magnolia Parks was like. I feel like I like hit a spot where I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, I like it again.
Yeah, there's no plot. It's all character driven.
But ask me if I finished the series. But I really did enjoy it. Like, I can recall a lot from it. Like, I did enjoy it. You just have to, like Teresa said, and she prefaced before, like, you have to go in knowing what you're going to get yourself into.
Yeah. So I read it, I think, before you did, and I texted you, and I was like, I was like, hey, like, okay, like, BJ cheats on Magnolia, and they're broken up, and, like,
it goes back and forth.
And I was like, I don't know if Katie's gonna like it. I like it.
Yeah.
But again, that's why it's like fun sometimes that like when we like have different opinions.
That, but also like it's not something I would have picked up then if I heard that, but like because you kind of like helped me through it, like it got me.
Yeah.
I then ended up picking up the second book, which like I don't know if I would have done that if it was just me reading it first.
The next book we did was The Umber King by Jamie Applegate Hunter. We really liked it, and
we both read to page 200, the second book,
and then we had to stop because something came out. And we were doing. And then I have it upstairs.
Same.
And I have it like in my like need to finish pile.
Yes.
And I do need to finish it.
Yes. The book one was amazing.
Yeah. But so, yeah, okay. Daughter of No World, duh. All roads lead here, duh. Honestly, you know what's like kind of cute? Not kind of cute, but I feel like we read a lot of good books last year that we would be like, yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. We were like, meh, it was okay. It was very mediocre.
Unfortunately, Yours, which is book 2 to Secretly Yours, that was much better. It's Tessa Bailey.
Right, you really can't go wrong.
No,
like I'm not gonna scream from my rooftops. If you need a palate cleanser,
that's it.
Read it. Right Man, Right Time.
That actually wasn't a bad book.
No, I actually liked it.
I liked that book.
That is the Vancouver Agitators series by Megan Quinn.
Yes. That's
book 3. No.
I don't know.
Yes. That's book 3. Book 4 just came out.
Okay.
Breath Mints and Battle Scars, Dramani fanfic.
It was
I really liked it.
I wouldn't say it was dark. I'd say more like gray.
I was going to say it was gray. It was, yeah.
But that was our first Dramani fanfic book, and I enjoyed that one.
Same. Then we did our Court of Silver Flames reread. And
we still don't like that stuff.
Listen, we like the book.
Yes.
We love the series.
Will I ever reread it?
We love Cassian. Yes. I don't know if I'll ever eyeball read it again, but I would do the audio.
I would do the audio.
Next time I do like an ACOTAR series reread, But yeah, I'm still not a Nesta fan. Never have been, never will be. Serpent and the Wings of Night.
Yes.
Could not recommend more. Her Greatest Mistake by Hannah Cowan. No.
I don't even remember that book.
That was the hockey romance when I was like, oh, it's the first hockey romance we're going to do. And then I was like, this Maddox was his name?
I can't even remember this. So
oh my God. Yeah, no, don't read it. We did a Crescent City reread.
That was amazing.
Honestly, amazing. I'm going to listen. I want to listen to books 1 and 2 again before the third one comes out, which I think I definitely have time. Because I don't have any like audiobooks that are like on my immediate
Actually, that
list.
might be a good idea. Maybe I'll do the same things. It's so true. Like back to what your mom was saying. Like I can remember details.
Yes.
But not a lot. So like that's the worst thing I think that doesn't do it. Like I feel like sometimes ratings are lower for books that are in it like deeper into a series sometimes, or people don't like them as much because like you forget what happens.
So not that it's the same, but I just finished Kingdom of Ash. I just finished from September my Throne of Glass reread. And yes, it's been like over 2 years since I read it. So, but I know what happens in the book. I know what happens. I know all the big events, but there's so many little things that I was like, oh my God, I forgot about this.
And I feel like is CC3 going to be amazing? Most likely, yes. Like, I mean, it's Sarah J. Maas.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I feel like to go into book 3, coming fresh out of books 1 and 2 is going to be like a really cool experience. Like, I probably will do that with you.
Yeah. But if you don't feel like doing that, maybe you just re-listen to this episode. It's out on May 9th and get a refresher from us.
There you go.
Happy Place by Emily Henry.
Duh. It was amazing.
Throne of Broken Gods with Amber Nicole. That is book 2 in the Book of Azrael. Yeah. Very good. Very, like, a lot happens. A lot happens in the book, but it's also like a very big healing journey.
Yes.
But you are on a healing that journey. Actually is a really, really good series. We love the Book of Azrael. Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. A Rogue of One's Own by E.B. Dunmore. It was fine. We really liked the first one.
Yes.
Bringing Down the Duke.
That was adorable.
So, as far as Regency romances go, Bring Down the Duke, so good. A Rogue of One's Own was mediocre. It was fine.
Like a 3-star book.
Yeah, like, again, right. If you want to read it, go for it. If you don't want to read it, that's fine too. Yeah. I don't care either way. Love Theoretically, 5 stars.
Yes. 100% 5 stars.
Lady of Dark.
No.
Okay.
No.
Lady of Darkness by Melissa K. Rorick. We liked the first book.
Yes.
And then I read books 2 and 3.
You DNF'd.
And I DNF'd book 4. So I've DNF'd 3 books this year.
Wow, Teresa Marie.
And that was one of them. The other one was one of the Legacy of Gods books, whatever the 4th book in that series was. And the other book was, honestly, I don't remember because you want to know why I was fucking stupid. A Soul of Ash and Blood.
Don't get me fucking started on this book.
Unnecessary.
So fucking unnecessary.
You don't need, if you like From Blood and Ash, because again, okay, one, it was just completely unnecessary because nothing really, like, you don't get any new information. So you don't need to read it to continue with the series.
No.
And we said this in the episode, like, it's not going to deter me from finishing the series because I still care about the characters and I want to know what happens after War of Two Queens. But, like, just stop with these, like, I would rather wait 2-3 years than get something that I do not need. Okay. And again, if she wanted to write this, 200 pages, a short little Castile novella, his POV, whatever. I didn't need 600 pages of it.
I absolutely agree.
Okay. Red, White, and Royal Blue.
So fucking good.
So good. Unravel Me by Becca Mack. Not? Okay.
Wasn't my favorite.
Consider Me and Play With Me. Loved. Play With Me specifically. Like, don't talk to me about Garrett Anderson unless you want to throw down. Unravel Me was fine.
It was fine. It was fine. It was fine. It was a fine book.
It was fine.
Yeah.
Like 3.5 stars.
Yes.
Fine. They were just too emo for my taste.
I have to agree with that.
But there was like nothing else wrong with the book. It was just I didn't care. Out on a Limb.
So fucking good.
If you haven't read it yet, like,
what are you doing?
You're on it. You're wrong. A Curse So Dark and Lonely.
You know what? You really can never go wrong with a Bridget Kemmerer book either.
Again, another series that I started. I'm going to finish it. This is where, like, it's hard when we read a book for the podcast. It's in a completed series. It's hard for me to just like read it because I can't start the second book until we've podcasted. Otherwise, I forget. Like, and then I don't want to do spoilers. But we also then I'm like, oh, but I have like X, Y, and Z still that I have to read.
Mm-hmm.
And we did that in September. And if you guys remember, October had like 15
So many
like new
books,
releases. So I have the series. I am going to finish it. We love the Defy the Night
Such
series
a great
by her.
series.
I just like YA fantasy. Like I feel like you can't go wrong with her.
No.
Bad Luck Charm.
Say less. That's like one of my favorite books ever.
I
I'm
know.
waiting. I almost want. I just want to be that person. So she was supposed to come out with book 2, in November, I believe it was, and November has come and gone.
Yeah.
And we don't have anymore. I haven't seen any updates. So I had this like whole message typed out to her to be like, "You probably hate this."
I'm just wondering.
But I'm just wondering. And I was like, "Wait, Katie, don't do that." But then I'm like, "No, but I really want to know what's going on because I really want that book."
I feel like you should just.
I might. She doesn't have to answer. Duh.
No.
But like, I just want to know. I'm more so because I'm very excited for it because of how much I loved Bad Luck Charm.
Yeah.
Like I messaged her after reading Bad Luck Charms. I loved it so much.
Aggressively messaged her.
Aggressively messaged her. Like neglected my child for 2 full days so I could read that book.
Then October's when we started doing half spilling the tea, half like recap of a book because there were so many. Hopeless.
So good.
So good. I mean, you can't go wrong with the Chestnut Springs.
Even any of Elsie Silver's.
Yeah, I haven't read. I think I haven't Gold Rush read yet. Then we did Caught Up by Liz Tomford. Again,
phenomenal.
Amazing. A Curse for True Love, Stephanie Garber.
So good.
Phenomenal. Honestly, like, why didn't I put that on my list?
Because it's book 3 of a series, probably.
Probably, and I read the first. Yeah, but if you're looking for a YA fantasy,
that's it.
It's unlike anything I've read.
She's we have a whole episode on it. Go listen to it. It's so fucking good.
I was talking to Mary recently about it because she was like, oh, like doing like if you like this, read this. And she was like, if you like Once Upon a Broken Heart. And I was like, I don't know what else to compare it to besides Caraval.
I was going to say Caraval.
Yeah.
That's it. Because she has a very magical vibe to her.
Yes, it's very, and I was like, One Dark Window would be on that
same spectrum
because it's like dark gothic fairy tale-y. Yeah. But Once Upon a Broken, I don't know. It's on its own playing field in my opinion. The Graham Effect by Elle Kennedy. I loved it. Iron Flame.
It was good.
Wreck the Halls.
It was really fucking cute.
It was really cute. Especially, I mean, I don't know if I'd read it in June, but it for the holidays, or even in the winter.
Yeah, like a wintertime story. But I think would be very cute.
And like this was better than Secretly Yours, which 100%. Was like you can Sable Peak by Debney Perry.
Amazing.
Duh. And then In a Holidays by Christina Lauren,
which was really cute.
Yeah, which was cute.
A solid 3.5 star book. 3.75.
Exactly. Right. Yeah. Like when we say 3.5, like we still mean it's good.
Yes.
It just
I wouldn't put on the like, oh my god, I'm gonna rant and rave about this 24/7, but it's one of those like, yeah, I'd recommend this.
Yeah. Like, oh, you're looking for a holiday read? In a Holidays.
Yeah.
You're looking for a hockey romance? Any of the Playing for Keeps by Becca Mack.
There you go.
You're looking for another hockey romance? Definitely Not Her Greatest Mistake by Hannah Cowan.
Did we even talk about a January calendar yet?
We did, but we said that but when Kate and I spoke about it, you were like, oh, there's only 4 weeks.
We were wrong.
So okay, sorry, I'm like looking at it because we said that we were gonna do Ruthless Vows.
Yes.
Should we do that next week? We're both gonna read it this week.
We're gonna read it this week.
Okay.
Spilling the tea.
The 17th. We had something else that we said that we were gonna do.
When does Defend the Dawn come out, or what's that book called?
The 23rd.
The 23rd.
I think we said we were gonna do that for Destroy the Day. We could do on the 31st.
Okay.
Because that is Crescent City.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, so the 17th. What were you just saying? Oh, we could do Checkmate.
We could do Checkmate, yeah. My mind was thinking, I was like, but maybe we had something else planned. Okay, I like that. Checkmate 17th.
So Ruthless Vows, Spilling the Tea.
Checkmate.
Spilling the Tea. Destroy the Day, which is book 3 in the Defy the Night series. But it's so good. I'm like not kidding you guys.
Yeah, this is like, I get it. It's YA. People don't like it because there's no spice, and that's not your cup of tea. I understand. But if you do
it's so
like
good.
A good fantasy book and don't care that there's no spice, like There's still a love story.
You know, it's a fantasy romance.
But yes, it's just really fucking good.
It is really good. So we're going to do that on the 31st. We are going to do our Crescent City episode on February 7th.
Yes.
So
yes.
like,
no
do not worry. We are going to do it. And then we're doing an Eden's episode in February as well. So if you haven't read the Eden series, now is your time to do it.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a reread because after Crescent City, our brains need a break.
I might never recover. I only took 2 days. I might need a third.
I was actually, it's really funny. I was like thinking about it because I was like, all right, I took the 30th and 31st off. I was like, but
do I take the first?
Do I take the first off?
I did get an extra week vacation this year. Why not just take that whole week?
Right?
Well, okay, so I'm going to be on hormones. I don't, like, sometime in January.
Yeah, that's so true.
And I don't know where I'm going to be at mentally on the 30th. But I feel like this book might break me. This might be the book I cry during.
I need video proof of that happening, if that's the case.
Because I was reading Kingdom of Ash and getting, like, emotional, and I already knew it was going to happen. And, again, it's, like, all the hormones that I'm on, and I was like, oh my god, Crescent City, it's going to be so much worse.
I can't wait to just eat, sleep, read,
if you're in the New Jersey, New York, Brooklyn area and you're going to the Ripped Bodice and Park Slope for the Crescent City House of Flame and Shadow like release party on the 29th, let us know because we're going to be there, which I'm really excited about because it's from 11 to 12 and then at 12 they give us the books and then we get to drive home and start binge reading immediately.
I'm like very pleased about this.
Like I honestly will probably...
I'm not going to read
because I was taking Tuesday off and I was going to wake up at whatever time, drive to Barnes & Noble at 8:45.
Yeah.
And then go in and get the book and then like go home by 9:30 and start reading it. But I'm happy that I'm going to have it. So as soon as I wake up in the morning, even if it's at like 6:30 or 7 a.m., I can just sit there.
I'm not going to lie. I'm still going to probably get the Kindle because I'm probably going to download the audio also.
True.
Because I like it that they both connect, obviously, and I'll probably go for some runs that day. So like it'll be good to like listen. If I'm
I feel like I will read faster if it's on my Kindle because it's hard. It's a big boy, that book.
She's thick. Big, thick books are deceiving to me. I'd rather have the Kindle.
I was going to say, so I feel like my only issue with the Kindle, and this is so silly because I do this with all the books, if I read on the Kindle, I like having my tabs in the physical book. So then I have to like go back and like, oh, what page did I highlight this on? And then go find it. But like, I could do that.
You could do that.
Okay, so maybe I'll buy it on the Kindle. My mom's going to want the audio, so I'm going to have to do the audio anyway, and it's cheaper to do Kindle and audio at the same time.
Duh.
All right.
Also, speaking of Kindle, Ruthless Vows is $12 on fucking Kindle.
I want the book.
I mean, I'm 100% ordering a copy from Waterstones. So I like the UK edition better. But like,
the hardcover's only $14.98 on Amazon.
Yeah.
I was going to go to Barnes & Noble, but I have the Amazon gift card.
There you go. I'm just going to buy the I had words. I just bought the Kindle book because it's just, again, easier when you have a child.
Oh my god, yeah, it's like $18 at Barnes & Noble, but it's 14. Oh, hello. I know what I'm doing.
Yep.
Okay.
I know I do have a copy for. I did get a gift card for Barnes & Noble also. Wow. For anyone who sought a different realm through a wardrobe door, who wrote a letter and is still waiting for a reply, or who dreams of stories and bleeds words. What a fucking intro with a fucking dedication.
I'll say that's a really good dedication.
Damn.
You know who always does good dedications?
Who?
Tara DeWitt.
So true. I love a dedication page.
Yeah.
It's the best.
It is the best. But yeah, that's our yearly roundup. We hope that you guys had great holidays, whatever holidays you celebrate.
Yes.
We hope that you have a great, healthy, happy, and wonderful New Year.
Yes.
I guess that's it.
I thought you were going to have some great words of wisdom.
I was trying to come up with something like, don't let 2024 I don't know.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, we're going to be done on that note.
I was going to say, we're done. We'll be posting the calendar, but you already heard it here first. And happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Okay, you know what? We're done.
Happy New Year, guys. Bye.